like and subscribe. I'm free to be who I be. The band is Cavalera Conspiracy. The album is Psychosis. And this is another Ramblin' On review. Like and subscribe. Now, I heard a couple of good reviews for this new album. Said it was much more of a return to their thrashier roots. So I decided to check it out. And I love this album. This album crushes. This is a heavy album. The opening track is called Insane. And this lets you know exactly what you've got in store for the rest of the album. This is just a full-on thrash assault. Those classic Max Cavalera guttural roar, Igor's primal drumming, and some fantastic soloing from guitar player Mark Rizzo. Like, subscribe. Track number 2 is Terror Tactics, and this continues the thrash aesthetic. Big word. Thrash riffs going into hardcore riffs. Towards the back end of the song, we go into a more mid-paced galloping riff. I come up here to get away from people, yet they're everywhere. Everywhere. Impalement Execution. I mean, that pretty much tells you what you're getting into on this song. Very heavy, dark lyrics. Slows down a bit more on this song. Heavy as hell. Quite often the slower songs are the heavier ones. Yeah, graphic lyrics. Goes into a death metal style riff. More ripping solos. And great bass from, what's the guy's name? Arthur Rizk. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And thus, that is how it shall be. But yeah, great bass playing from Arthur Rizk, who also produced and mixed the album. Transition to next bit. Next up is Spectral War, which along with Insane is one of the two tracks that have been released. Well, I don't know, are they called singles anymore? But they've been released on YouTube anyway. They've done sort of videos for them. Again, more of a slower paced song, much more groove orientated on this one, but absolutely heavy as hell. Some great drumming from Igor. Again, one of those classic brother guitar drum duos that we've come to love in metal. This is an awesome track, one of the standout tracks on the album. Absolutely love this song. This bit, that bit. The next track is Crumb, and this has a very... This is, well, I'm guessing it's something to do with Conan the Barbarian. The outro spoken word piece is actually taken from Robert E. Howard, who wrote the Conan books. And I think, who is it who... Yeah, and a guy called Jason Target reads it. I don't know who he is. But yeah, he's the guy who does the outro. Blithering on, going on, keep it short, Ben. Bloody hell. Track number 6 is Hellfire, and... this, more than any other song on the album, has the real industrial influence. Very reminiscent of Nail Bomb, Max's solo project that he did with, oh god, what was his name? With Alex something. But yeah, not only does this have the Nail Bomb influence, more specifically the Godflesh influence. As Justin Broadrick from Godflesh actually contributes vocals on this song. Another heavy as hell song. It's a heavy album. Song number 7 is Judas Pariah, and this has a real black metal riff in it. It reminds me very much of Burzum. I'm sure other people will think of other names. Burzum's one of the only black metal guys I listen to, really. This song's full of black metal riffs, blast beats. Igor, it has to be said, Igor Cavalera is truly one of the most awesome drummers, and it's nice to hear that even in his even as he's getting older, he can still absolutely destroy it on the drums. The energy that he kicks out is absolutely insane. Why am I bothering doing this video? You guys. Next up we have the title track itself, Psychosis. And this is probably the only real respite on the album. There are only 9 songs on the album, coming in at 41 minutes, which is perfect, to be quite honest. And 8 of them are pretty much full on in your face the entire time. This song is a little bit more laid back and actually kind of reminds me of some of the instrumental stuff that Max did on the Soulfly albums. I believe they were actually called, I believe the first one was called Soulfly. Great fact. Oh, you're a winner. The last track on the album is called Excruciating, and it sounds exactly as you think it would. Fast-paced thrash riffing, just a great closer to the album. And I think the outro is spoken by Jose Mangan, the None More Metal Jose Mangan. Irrelevant Scene. This album is absolutely awesome. I love this album. Very strong contender for album of the year. It's been getting great reviews right across the board, and deservedly so. One thing you've always got to hand it to Max, he always keeps it heavy. You know, there's one guy who's always stayed true to his story. You know, he's a guy with a lot of integrity, and combine him with his brother Igor, fantastic, absolutely amazing. Love this album. It's getting cold. Support your bands, buy the albums, like and subscribe. Well, I didn't think of an outro then, should have been that.